Alright guys, before we get into the video, I want to tell you guys to join the crusade today. Get awesome perks and rewards. Get access to discounts on the website. Don't forget to check out our website down below as well. Get access to awesome products and sometimes some only members-only products. But if you guys want to support the channel, check out that website. Get some awesome gear, awesome merch. It goes a long way. Huge shout out again, and let's get into the video.
What is good, everybody? This is Charles from Team COG. This is like my third time recording this video, simply because my head is not exactly in the right place. Me and my wife got deathly sick this past weekend. It just completely knocked us out, and we've just been struggling to get back to our normal selves. But I feel pretty good today, so I thought I'd bring you guys a combo video. I was not able to go to my box tournament, sadly, where I was hopefully to test this deck, and I even felt so bad, guys, that the remote duel extravaganza this weekend, I kind of told myself, I'm like, well, it's okay, I can just compete in that, and I felt so awful that I didn't even have the energy to even compete in that. So I'm going to be able to bring you guys this combo, and then I'm going to bring you guys some Digimon content, and hopefully this next weekend I'll be going back to locals, whether it be my locals or locals that's all the way, or rival locals that's way far away. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what the video is today. So as most people know, Infernobles have a plethora of combos that allow you to put up interruptions or negations before the 5th summon. The most notable combo to do that is, of course, Durandal and Ogier. I'll quickly showcase you guys. I'll showcase you guys that combo real fast here. As most of you guys just saw there, that combo is a 2-card combo that allows you to practically play under Nibiru or put up a form of interruption to protect your Isolde or protect your Halifabrax from getting a hand trap. Is the most famous, most notable combo that the Infernobles have. However, I'm going to touch base with a 3-card combo that allows you to protect from cards even such as an Impermanence. As most players know, Impermanence is the bane of this deck. This deck can mostly play through any hand trap except for Impermanence, and this is a combo here. Just allows us to establish a Omni Negate before we get to our power plays, which is Isolde and Hulk, and that protects us from Impermanence, and also it's on the 5th summon that the negate gets put out, so even if they have the rock, we get to play through it. We also get hand knowledge too, so we truly get to know what we got to play around, and yeah, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the combo. Okay, everybody, here we go. For the combo, you essentially need these 2 cards right here. Neospace Connector and Renaud, plus any Fire War Extender. This right here can be a plethora of cards. This can be Fire Flint Lady. This can be Oliver or Oliviero. It can be truly whatever you need it to, whatever extender you have, it can be it. So what this combo is going to allow us to do is this combo is going to allow us to look at our opponent's hand and successfully establish a negate if they happen to have the rock or Impermanence. Now, the reason this is really good, and some people will say, well, why won't they just rock you, or not, well, excuse me, why won't they just Imperm you on the connector? Because that would be a waste of an Impermanence, because currently, if they did that, we would still have the material to make Isolde, and they've wasted Impermanence. So a good player will probably wait for you or hold it because they know that an Aqua Dolphin cannot rip out the rock and or rip out Impermanence. So this right here, this combo is going to allow us to successfully not rip it out, but negate either one of those cards. Now, if they have 2 of them, you know, it is what it is. I really can't sugarcoat it. However, this right here can potentially play through rip two cards from the hand as well, and I'm going to talk about that when we go through the combo here. You do need 2 random. You don't even need 2 random cards. You just need 1 random card in your hand. But for the most part, I have Gearfried here just to kind of be the 2 random cards. Now, if this random card happens to be a Fire Warrior and Equip spell, you get maximum value off of your Renaud. Otherwise, if it's not, you just kind of. I mean, if this is 2 Ash Blossoms and you pitch Ash Blossom, that is what it is. However, you can still do the same thing. It's just the most resource efficient way is if you have an Equip spell or a Fire Warrior in your hand, you get maximum value off the Renaud. So without further ado, let's go ahead and showcase you guys this combo. You go ahead and special summon the red layer. And if this is Fire Flint Lady, you do it differently. Like I said, I'd like to note that all these cards here are super searchable due to Durandal. Well, these cards here are super searchable due to Durandal, and this card is super searchable because of Durandal and Heritage of the Chalice. This card has Reinforcement of the Army. So you do have the ability to kind of get these cards pretty consistently. So that's why this 3-card combo is very consistent. Even though like 1 and 2 card combos are supposed to be the most consistent, and 3 cards like the middle ground between consistent and inconsistent, you know. But anyway, your normal special summon the red layer or your extender. Your normal summon connector. Connector's effect will summon out Aqua Dolphin. You then use Aqua Dolphin's effect to pitch a card from your hand. In this case, we're going to pitch Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. Goodness, could not speak that correctly. You pitch that, you look at your opponent's hand, you notice they have Imperm or the Rock. But you also notice, they have another hand trap or something. Well, that's where Aqua Dolphin is going to let you rip one card from their hand. Whether if all they have is Imperm or the Rock, you start going after combo pieces from their hand. Go after that. That's the number one thing I can recommend people is go after combo pieces, hit the hand traps. It's very much the way that you do with Aqua Dolphin is you go for hand traps first, then after there's no more hand traps and you can continually hand loop your opponent, you start going for combo pieces, because then you want not only do you want to stop them from playing with you on your turn, you want to stop them from being able to play on their turn. So you look at their hand, they have Impermanence or the Rock. So currently, you know that that's what they have. You know that your Isolde or Hulk is not safe. You don't even want to risk it. You need both those cards to resolve. But for the most part, you're just going to go and special summon the Renaud from your hand. Now, if you did pitch anything else that was not a Fire Warrior equip spell, you can't use its effect to add back. But since we did have a Fire Warrior, we're going to add back the Gearfried. This is the maximum value off of the Renaud. You then use Renaud, which is now treated as a tuner, and the Aqua Dolphin to go ahead and make Herald of the Arclight on the 5th summon. And now your entire combo is protected because Herald is an Omni Negate, so it can stop the Impermanence, it can stop the Rock, and now you're set. But now this is where you just get a little bit further into the combo. You're now using the Neospace Connector to tribute itself to bring back out the Aqua Dolphin. Then you can use Aqua Dolphin's effect again, pitching the card you added back off of Renaud, or if you happen to not add a card back off Renaud, you can just pitch the other card in your hand. That is fine as well. You pitch the card, ripping 2 cards from your opponent's hand. So now, technically speaking, they have 3 cards in their hand. One of them is an Imperm or a Rock, and they can't use it, so they have only 2 cards left. Now, they can attempt to use it, but it's just going to be met with the Herald, which is super important. What this does is this allows your inboard to be a little bit different, and it just depends on the rest of your hand. In this case scenario here, since we happen to have Gearfried in our hand, we do know that they're probably going to not just let this Herald sit here. They're going to probably fire off the Rock or the Imperm, which we'll be forced to use, which means your inboard will more than likely be Gearfried, Charged, and Savage. Which is not a bad inboard considering. However, do note that without having Herald on the inboard, you are subject to droplets. This card right here says no to droplets, which is super powerful. But anyway, from here, guys, you just go ahead and make your Isolde. Isolde goes here, and yeah, then you just combo off. You can actually, now that you know your opponent's hand, you can add a Fire Warrior, which could be another Gearfried if you want it to be. Truly does not matter. Actually, I would not add Gearfried if you already have Gearfried. Go ahead and add Fire Flint Lady. I actually don't even add Fire Flint Lady. I always go for the wherever he is at, the other copy of Red Layer, because I'm probably not going to use him anymore throughout the turn, which is pretty, it is what it is. But you just go ahead and add the extra one, so like you still keep Fire Flint Lady can be used after turn 1, whereas Super Red Layer cannot. Red Layer has to be the first thing, so you just add another one for free hand advantage, and then you can just go ahead and combo off right there. But yeah, guys, so that is it for this combo. This is one of the many ways that you're able to play through cards like Nibiru and Impermanence, and all it takes is just seeing Connector, Renaud, and an Extender, or you can even go as far as being like Connector, Extender, and Oliver plus discard. It truly is the plethora of how that you can achieve this combo is crazy, and it's 3 cards, which allows us to play through the problem that this deck has, which is its weakness to Impermanence, and being able to snipe that Rock really early on. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this combo. I'm sorry it's kind of short. But hopefully we'll have some more videos coming up, and then hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some local duel videos and stuff like that. I want to thank everyone for their support and all that fine jazz. But this is Charles from Team COG signing out.